All right, so 17 is talking about two cows. Old Bessie, who's losing weight, starting at 350 pounds. And let's call W the number of weeks since they've started measuring, okay? So 350 for her, minus, because it says losing 3 pounds each week, so 3 pounds each week. And Daisy cow, so I'll just call her D, starts off at 270 and she is gaining, right? Gaining 5 pounds a week, so that's plus 5W. And it says, after how many weeks will the two cows weigh the same? So we set them equal to each other. So let me erase this here and put equal. So I'll just copy Daisy's information, 270 plus 5W. So I'm going to add 3W to both sides right here. Let me erase this right here. And so that's going to give you, give you 0 here. So I'm going to have 350 equals 270 plus 5W and 3W is 8W. So now we're going to subtract 270 because we want W by itself. Okay, so 350 minus 270 is going to give you 80 equals 8W. So we divide by 8. So 80 divided by 8 is 10. So at 10 weeks, they're going to weigh the same amount of weight. Okay, that's the answer for this question up here, after how many weeks. Now, how much will old Bessie weigh after 12 weeks? So we're going to take Bessie, which is this part of the equation, and replace W with 12. We're going to substitute. So 350 minus 3 times 12, right? 12 weeks. That's 36. 3 times 12 is 36. So 350 minus 36 is 300 minus 36, 14 pounds. So that's how much Bessie would weigh after 12 weeks. How much would Daisy weigh after 12 weeks? Well, she's gaining, right? So 270 plus 5 times 12. 12 times 5 is 60. So 60 plus 270 is 330. Who weighs more? Daisy at 330. Okay, so I think number 18 got erased by accident. So to solve for r, the first thing I did is I divided both sides by t, right here, t over t. So that gave you d over t equals 1/3 r. And then I multiplied both sides by 3, the reciprocal of 1/3. So here's 3 and here's 3. And then the 3 over 3 is 1. The 1 over 1 is 1. So I'm left with r equals 3d over t. Alright, so for number 19, we are solving for r. We're leaving r by itself. So that means that we have to divide both sides by 2 pi. And so 2 pi divided by 2 pi is 1. So now we're left with r equals c over 2 pi. Okay. Number 20, we're solving for x. So x is right here. So the first thing we do is subtract b. And you cannot combine y and b, so you just leave it as y minus b equals mx. Again, we're solving for x. We're isolating the x, so that means we have to divide by m. And you divide everything by m, not just the y, not just the b, but the y minus b. So you could leave it like this. This is fine. X equals y minus b over m. Alright, so for number 21, we can start subtracting from the original amount right here of $220. That's what they start with $220. It's David and 2 friends, so that's a total of 3 people. Okay, keep that in mind. And it costs them $5 each to get in, so that's 5 times 3. That's $15. And then they've spent $30 on lunch altogether, right? So that's $30. So that's $45 that they've spent. So that's $220 minus $45. So that's $175, right? That they have now available to them. It says, how much can David and his two friends spend on ride tickets so that each of them gets equal amounts? So they have 3F for 3 friends. Could spend up to 175, so less than or equal to 175. Okay, they could spend up to 175. So then we divide by 3. So F is less than or equal to, that's 15, 25, 28, and so that's in 0.33. So $58. Okay, so they could spend, because it's 58.33, so $58 would be the amount they could spend, so that it's an even amount. Okay, number 22. Solve and graph the solution x divided by 2 minus 6 plus 7 is greater than or equal to negative 7. So we're going to add 6 to both sides. So I have x divided by 2. This is 0, greater than or equal to 7. Negative 7 plus 6, is negative 1. I'm going to multiply. Since it's divided by 2, I'm going to multiply by 2. So x is greater than or equal to negative 2. So on a number line, here's negative 2, here's 0. Greater than or equal to, that equal to makes it a closed dot, and greater than is going to be to the right. And there's a solution on a graph. Alright, so for number 23, we're going to distribute the 3 first with the x and the 1. So that's going to give you 5 plus 3x plus 3 times 1 is 3, less than 20. I'm going to combine like terms, so I'm going to combine these two. So 3x plus 8 is less than 20. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So 3x is less than 12. Now I'm going to divide by 4. X is, why by 4? I'm crazy. By 3. So now x is less than 4. Okay? So on 4, you're going to do an open dot. And let me see if this shows better. An open dot. And then less than is to the left. So it's this way. Alright, so 24. It talks about an elevator that can hold a maximum of 800 pounds. A luggage rack weighs 50 pounds and the average person weighs 150. How many people can safely fit in the elevator? Now we're going to assume that people aren't carrying luggage, that the only thing in the elevator is the people and the luggage rack. Because if they had luggage, then that would reduce the number of people, possibly. So we subtract the 50 pounds because that's constant, that's inside the elevator. So we're going to do 800 minus 50. So that's going to be 750. And the average person weighs 150 pounds. So so we'll say P is the number of people. So 150 P, because that's the weight of each person, the average, is going to be less than or equal to 750. Okay, and so when you divide both sides by 150, you get P is less than or equal to 5. So how many people can safely fit in the elevator? Less than or equal to 5. Again, assuming that none of them are carrying luggage with them. Number 25. Maximum capacity in the gym is 1,200 people. There are 180 students performing. If each class has 30 students, how many classes can fit in the gym to watch the performance? So we'll do the same thing. We'll start off with the maximum. Subtract the constant, which is like the 180 who are performing, we cannot get rid of them, right? We need all of them. And so that's 1020. So every class, so we'll say C is the number of classes. So 30C less than or equal to 1020. So I'm going to divide by 30. So when you reduce or divide 1020 into 30, I could divide by 10 here. And so it's going to give me the number of classes is less than or equal to, let's see, 3, 4. So less than or equal to 34 classes at a time.